Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Max. I run SNMA, a super niche marketing agency, and on this channel we explore how to start, run and grow a successful marketing agency that generates great results for our clients, but also helps us as the entrepreneur to achieve financial, time and location freedom. So if that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing and following along on the journey. And in today's video, I want to talk about how to create irresistible offers that your clients just love to buy. So I'm going to talk about how important it is to be a specialist and an authority in your market. Also how important it is to have a really good sales process in place. Then I'm going to talk about the concept of a pitch deck. Then the importance of social proof. And then finally, I want to talk about the importance of just focusing on great results for your clients. So let's just dig into point number one and talk about why it is so important to be a specialist and an authority in your market. So learning how to create like irresistible offers that your potential clients or prospects like love to buy, that they can't like resist to buy, it takes a long time to learn, but it doesn't have to be that difficult to learn if you learn from somebody who's kind of already gone through the hoops. And this is kind of what this whole channel is about, to focus on a super niche. In my case, I run a super niche marketing agency, but it can really be applied to any business, like a super niche personal trainer or a personal niche gym owner or whatever that might be. But if you want to create like an irresistible offer that your clients or prospect really want to buy, they want to buy from somebody who's a specialist and an authority in that specific market. So instead of being like a generic marketing agency, in my case, where I would sell anything, like all types of marketing services to everybody, that doesn't make me an authority at all or a specialist in anything. Instead, what I want to do is to focus on one specific niche. In my case, I only help residential roofing contractors, and I only do one service. I only focus on Facebook ads. So that's what I identify as a super niche for my specific business. And by just doing that simple thing, by just choosing a simple or super specific niche or super niche, and then also having a very specific offer or service that you're a specialist in, but just tweaking and by just deciding that you're gonna do that, it's gonna be so much easier for you to create really good offers that new prospect and potential clients really want to buy, because they're gonna see you as an authority and as a specialist for that specific problem that they want to solve. For example, generating more clients or more appointments or new deals or whatever that might be. And I can't really stress this enough. If you are not running a super niche business right now, you should definitely do, especially in the beginning when you start a business, you should not start a generic agency at all. You should definitely focus on a specialist and being an authority in a specific market. It's going to help you so much to create really good offers. The next thing I want to talk about is the actual sales process. So once you've decided upon a specific market or a specific niche that you want to serve or create an offer for, and when you've also decided that you have a specific service that you're gonna sell to that specific market, now you have to create the sales process essentially. And basically what a sales process is, it's a very abstract term because you can do sales process in a ton of different ways, but let me just tell you about our sales process and how we do things. So when you start a business, you have to promote yourself first, right? You can either do like a one-on-one, you could either do like an ad, or you could do like reach out to people one-on-one, doing like cold email marketing, or you can do like blast out your offer essentially, right? So you can do posts, you can do a ton of YouTube videos, or you could do a ton of TikTok or whatever that might be, kind of just broadcasting your message out there. So you're promoting yourself, you're trying to find people in your specific niche and kind of drag them to your offer. And when you drag them to your offer, you have to drag them to some type of place. You have to drag them somewhere and kind of hold their hand and kind of walk them through like the buying decision essentially, if that makes sense. So what we do in our case is that we do a lot of Facebook ads for our agency, and we do an ad that is targeted to residential roofers, which is our niche, and we talk about Facebook ads, which is our super niche service essentially. And when they click on the ad, we take them to a landing page, and on this landing page we have like a quick video, like 5 or 8 minute video, where we show them exactly what it is that we do, who we serve, why we serve them, what type of problem we solve, how we solve that problem, what results we generate and have generated for our clients, and then also tell tell them how we can work with them or how they can work with us essentially. So they watch that video. It's normally called like a VSL, a video sales letter. And once they've seen that video, they can click on a button and a survey pops up. So they can go through some questions because we want to make sure that it's a good potential client. Once they've gone through that survey, and we can ask them questions like, how much money are you earning per year right now? What area are you serving? Are you only doing residential roofing? What's your name? What's your email? What's your phone number? When do you want to get started? Why should we work with you, etc. We kind of qualify them, and if it is a good match, we can take them to a calendar page and they can book an appointment with us, and then we jump on a Zoom call and we do our sales essentially, right? So this is the sales process. You can do a sales process in a ton of different ways. You know, if you go to the local supermarket and you just go in there, their sales process is that they're kind of gonna take you through the whole store. You know, you walk in place number A, and then you kind of have to go through the entire store before you come to the actually checkout place, right? That's also sales process. You can do sales process in a ton of different ways. And creating a sales process also becomes so much easier when you're a specialist and an authority in a specific market. And it also becomes a lot easier to creating a sales process and creating a really, really good offer in that sales process when you know who it is that you're actually doing the sales process for. I'm sure you're getting the point. But this is really step number one: be specialist, be an authority. Step number two, create a sales process for that specific market. And then step number three is to create a pitch deck. So let's talk about that. Okay, so you've done your promotion, you've started to reach out to people in your niche, you're an authority, a specialist, you have a sales process in place, maybe like we do, like a VSL video, a survey, a scheduling page, and now you actually jump on a call with somebody, right? And this is really where you present your offer, what it is that you sell and how much it's going to cost. And you can do this process in a ton of different ways. When I started, I did it over the phone. So I just called the person, they left their phone number, I called them, we spoke a little bit, and then I told them how much it's going to cost to work with us. And this is where sales come into the play. You can do sales in so many different ways, and learning sales is something that a lot of people think is very scary. I thought it was so scary when I started out. I can even remember my first sales call, and I was so afraid and so nervous on that sales call that all of my saliva in my mouth just disappeared. But it turned out good actually. I actually sold that first call, and that gave me some confidence to continue. But my point here is that when you do sales call, it can be very scary, and you can do sales call in a ton of different ways. And learning sales is a skill. Like, how do you actually do sales? Should I talk mostly, or should I ask questions mostly? The right answer is that you should ask a lot of questions, and then the next question becomes like, what type of questions should I ask? And that's a whole nother video. Like spin selling, for example, is a great tool, but it's a lot of psychology in sales. Sales is kind of like a weighing machine. It's like the best analogy that I can give. So on the one end, you have the value, and on the other side of the scale, you have the price. So what you want to do on a sales call is just to stack up the value, so that when you present the price, it doesn't tip it over. What a lot of salespeople do is that they don't present any value at all, and then when they present the price, boom, it goes like this. And a very easy way to do sales very, very seamlessly and very easily for both parts, meaning you, the salesperson, and also the person who's potentially a buyer, is to do a pitch deck. And what a pitch deck is that you're basically just doing like a presentation, a PowerPoint or a keynote presentation. And on the sales call, you do it over Zoom, let's say, you can just present this presentation. And you can build this pitch deck in a very specific way. The way we do it is that I set the agenda for like 1 minute. This is what I'm going to go over. Then I do a quick presentation for like 10-20 seconds about who we are. We're a small team of 4 media buyers located in Sweden. We only help residential roofers. We've been doing that since 2017, blah, blah, blah. Super quickly about us. Then I dive straight into some results. I'm just gonna show them some slides of results that we've done for other residential roofers. Then I'll talk about the problem in the roofing industry, the problem that we're solving. Then I show them how we solve that problem. So I show them like the landing pages we use, ad copy we use. I show them everything exactly how we solve that problem. And then finally, I just present them with a price. And a very cool thing that you can do when you do pitch deck as well is that you can do price drops. So you can kind of present what everything that you do, what it's valued at. You can go over, we work with copywriters, it's valued at $1,000 per month. We work with media buyers, it's worth over $3,000 per month. And we do landing pages, that's another $1,000 per month, etc., right? You can just kind of value stack everything that you do. And let's say it's going to be like a value stack of like $10,000 per month. And then you tell them that, hey, it's not going to cost you $10,000 per month, but we have 3 packages, and you do price drop. Here's what the pricing is going to be. So it's kind of like a psychology thing that you also can do when you do something visual on the screen with a pitch deck, for example. So it's really good to use, and I can do more videos about pitch deck if that's something people want to watch. The fourth thing on how to create like irresistible offers that people really, really want to buy is to use a lot of social proof. And I talked about this just recently, right, in the pitch deck. So what we do like in the first slide almost in our pitch deck is that we go over like results that we've done for our clients in the past. And this really just sets the agenda and even more so builds up that you are an authority and that you're a specialist in your specific market. So for example, in my case, when I sell to residential roofers, I'm gonna show them like 20 examples very quickly about the results that we've been able to generate for other residential roofers, maybe even close competitors to him. I'm gonna show them really good results that we've been able to generate, and this just builds the social proof. And this also builds up the need from that specific prospect that you're talking to, that you have something, you have a really good offer in place, right? And this just builds up the need that they want to buy from you, an irresistible offer that they love to buy because they have a problem that they want to solve. And then now they're on a call with you, you're an authority, you're an expert and a specialist, only helping people like this specific person that you're talking to, and you have a ton of social proof to back it up. Why shouldn't they buy from you, essentially, right? This is kind of what you want to create. And the problem with a lot of entrepreneurs and salespeople is that they have all of these things in place. They have the social proof. You know, they might be a specialist or an authority in a specific market. They might have a good sales process or know how to do a sales process, but they don't implement anything. They don't have a pitch deck. So when they do sales call just over the phone, they miss all of these golden pieces that they can utilize. They're not utilizing those leverages that they already have. That's what I did for the longest period of time. I had all of these great case studies. I had this great sales process in place. I had all of these great things that I could present to the client, but I didn't do it. So that's also something that comes kind of with experience and learning from others and so forth, that there's always like, there's most of the time a ton of things that you can utilize in your business for sales and marketing or service delivery or whatever it might be, that you already have in place in your business, but you're just not seeing it. You're not utilizing it. And then the fifth thing that I want to talk about is result. So if you want to create like an irresistible offer that people love to buy, this ties into everything that I've already talked about, but it really goes back just to results. When you create a service or any type of product, the only thing that you want to focus on is results. So results for your clients, you know, have the client and their needs go first. Because if I sit on a sales call with you, and let's say I'm a roofer and I want to buy advertising from your specific agency, the only thing that I care about is my own needs and desires, essentially. And I want to figure out if you are the right person to help me sell more roofs and earn more money, essentially, right? And the best way that you can convince me to buy from you is that if you show me that you have generated great results for other people and other roofers in the past. Because if you're gonna show me like 10 or 20 case studies of other roofers that you've helped and they've grown by millions, I'm gonna be like, this is interesting. This guy has something and I want to test it out. So that's really what it comes down to, just focusing on results, generating great results, utilize those case studies so that you can sell to more people, essentially. Create a great service and generate great results for people, and that's really what it all comes down to if you want to create irresistible offers that people love to buy. So that's basically it for today's video. We've gone through quite a lot of stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you what you like to focus on when you want to create an irresistible offer. Maybe you have any tips and tricks that I missed, or you're just an aspiring entrepreneur who want to learn more about these things. Ask any type of questions you might have. And yeah, if you find this type of content interesting, consider subscribing and following along on the journey on how it is to run, start, and grow a successful marketing agency. You can also check out this video if you want to watch more stuff. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.